Guys, welcome to EVO Studios. Today is selfie day. I recently found myself up at the local resort with a lot of fresh snow and no one to film, so I decided I would break out the GP-Pro and film myself. The camera of choice was the GoPro Hero 6, something I haven't gotten a bunch of opportunity to mess around with, but I do know that it has some great 4:3 aspect ratio video modes that are perfect for that selfie POV style shot. This is the exact rig I used when up on the hill. I had one carbon fiber extension pole, the GP-Pro, the Hero 6, and one of the tripods. I didn't keep the tripod on the whole time while I was filming. I noticed that the weight was just a little much when I was fully extended, and when you're riding and trying to do a lot in this position, every ounce matters. So I took the tripod off, but basically I kept the gimbal in pan follow mode, tilted the camera down, and basically held it behind me like so. Basically that over the shoulder, third person point of view. The one thing you want to keep note of when you're doing this is that you're having the EVO logo kind of pointed right at you is going to be that proper framing for the most part. So check out these shots. These are what I got the other day. The snow was a little variable, nothing too crazy, but it was some fun. I got to go fast and we finally got some fresh snow, so check it out. So you might notice that some of those shots looked a little different from one another. Basically, there's a couple different ways to process the 4:3 aspect ratio images in post. You use a plugin called Andy's Elastic Aspect if you want to dynamically stretch the image to fit the 16:9 frame, or you can take the 2.7K or 4K image onto a 1080 timeline and adjust it, framing it, scaling it to fit the look that you are going for. So there was a mix of that. The one thing you'll notice with Andy's Elastic Aspect is while for some shots it's really great, it does have a pretty pronounced fisheye effect, kind of stretching the image out. So you can notice it on certain shots and it's just really not great for certain shots. And other shots are really great for just reframing and scaling. You are losing some resolution when you do that, but thankfully, especially with the 4K mode, I think you can get away with it and not notice too much of a downgrade in the image quality. That said, I did notice that the image quality in the 4K 24 was better, but you don't have the option for the slow motion as you do with the 2.7K in 60. I thought both modes were great. With the GoPro, I was using Protune settings of a flat color profile, sharpness on low, the EV comp set to -1 because the Hero 6 does tend to blow out the highlights, and in a bright environment like that, I think you want to bring it down just so you don't risk it at all. You might even want to go down to 1.5 if you're on snow on a sunny day. And then the ISO is limited to 400 and auto shutter on there. I also have an ND filter on the GoPro. It's an ND8 from Polar Pro. I like having the ND filter on there. It kind of helps you get the shutter as close to a 180-degree shutter as possible. So I don't know exactly what it was at, but I tend to get better results when an ND filter is on there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions in regard to how you film yourself using the GP-Pro, please leave them in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you get out there and enjoy the ride. Yeah. No, but seriously, keep it smooth.